Boom, 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 boom.
After a young long hiatus, the Far Cry series is coming back with a bang. Taking a cue from their Assassin's Creed series, Ubisoft decided to take a year off after Far Cry Primal to polish and add some much needed changes. With a shift of focus this time from scripted events to more interactive player-made events when you're out and about in the open world. After taking fans of the series to lush tropics, dense prehistoric forests to high up in the mountains, the new Far Cry 5 will see itself take place in the rural American Northwest. In Far Cry 5, you see yourself take the role of a sheriff's deputy, tasked with the job of taking down a murderous cult leader by the name of Joseph Seed,
Boom, 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 boom.
who seemingly managed to take hostage and brainwash the residents of the fictional town of Hope County, Montana. Hey there guys, my name is Mirsab Fazlani from SegmentNext, and today we'll be talking about what's new in Far Cry 5 and should you buy it. Two big notable changes from previous Far Cry titles is the removal of radio towers and mini-maps. A pretty massive change considering radio towers had almost become a staple in many of Ubisoft's games the past few years. These radio towers were structures you had to sometimes climb and take over to reveal a section of the map, and also to reveal places of interest. The removal of the minimap is also a first in the franchise. These changes were supposedly done to allow for more seamless immersion with the world and also to make for a less cloudy HUD, forcing the player to think of what to do instead of following a pointer in the bottom left or right of his screen indicating where to go. The next big change in Far Cry 5 is the addition of more vehicles and aircraft. Whereas Far Cry 4 gave you a tiny mini helicopter to fly and zoom around the map, it was also a little wonky and left you vulnerable to attacks. Far Cry 5 on the other hand has taken a huge nosedive, so to speak, and will let you have full-on aerial dogfights with enemies. There will also be a greater variety of on-road vehicles with classic American muscle cars and huge 18-wheeler trucks also making an appearance in the game. Next up is full co-op. While previous Far Cry games dabble in co-op mode, in Far Cry 5 on the other hand, the whole campaign except for the tutorial will be available for you to play. However, there won't be any actual matchmaking, and you'll only be able to play with friends who already added in your list. Interestingly enough, the second person joining will also be able to retain any progression, including items and perks he or she may find during the co-op session. Two exclusive editions in earlier Far Cry titles will also be making a combined appearance in Far Cry 5. You can expect to see both Guns for Hire and Fangs for Hire in the game. Guns for Hire initially made an appearance in Far Cry 4, and Fangs for Hire was first seen in Far Cry Primal. In Guns for Hire, you can recruit characters you find throughout the game world to take your side in your fight against the cult Eden Gate, each coming up with their own perks and unique abilities. Similarly, in Fangs for Hire, your furry companion will help you take your enemies down and even retrieve things like ammo and weapons during intense gunfights.
I save souls. But unlike the chosen one sent before, God will never let you take me.
And lastly, what would any Far Cry game be without an absolutely crazy villain after facing fans head-on with a psychopathic pirate, a charismatic tyrant, and a cannibal caveman? The series now makes us face a delusional cult leader. If the story trailers are anything to be believed, Ubisoft is going all out on this. You'll also have some interesting characters on your side when you're faced against this cult leader, including a shotgun-carrying pastor by the name of Jerome. Taking all of these things into account, we think Far Cry 5 would make a great addition to anyone who likes open-world immersive first-person shooters, and if you've taken a break from the Far Cry series, now would be a good time to get back. Well folks, that's it from me. My name is Mirsab, and if you like this video, then please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a nice day everyone.